Nice to meet you all here in Doha. Beforehand, I would like to say thank you for inviting us, the Pulse Lab Jakarta here. My name is Muhammad Rizal Khaefi. Actually, you can call me Rizal. I'm part of the data science team at the Pulse Lab Jakarta. And I will tell you a bit overview about who we are. The Pulse Lab Jakarta have a dream to combine the data science and social research to create some kind of innovations for making social good. And our lab is part of the United Nations and government of Indonesia. And also we are the part of the big family of the United Nations Global Pulse. Specifically, we are working in the Asia-Pacific regions. We have a two-track innovation strategy. Basically, it's what we act for. The first one is act as an innovation driver and also act as an ecosystem catalyst. Basically, we have three kind of works. The first one is exploratory research to make use of unconventional data sources. And then the second one is helping the partners from UN agencies, governments, and development partners to make use of better use of their data. And then the last one is to advocate the ethical use of data and technology. At this time, I would like to showcase three of our projects related to the AI for social good. The first one is the Nowcasting air quality using the social media photos. Even though that maybe some of you already know that there is no big incidents related to the forest fire or peatland fire in the Southeast Asia regions, but definitely there is also predictions for the El Nino, which will be occurring this year. And this makes quite a problem, constant threat in these regions, because the forest fires will also create some kind of pollutant which can reduce the air quality and affecting the population health. But unfortunately, in some communities in Indonesia, they don't have some kind of, information systems, real-time air quality informations to know what is the current air quality level. So we are inspired by that problem. We are developing a deep learning model to make use of the social media photos and combines with the conventional data sources coming from the satellite and the ground sensors data. And our research shows that it can add the real-time properties, and it also can improve the prediction accuracy based on the 2014 data from Pekanbaru, Indonesia. This model is now being integrated into our crisis management systems called HazeGazer. You can try to access it there. Oh, sorry. And then second project is related to the traffic safety. It's called the Using Deep Learning to Tackle the Traffic Safety in Jakarta. Maybe some of you already knew that the interesting story, which maybe not only occur in Jakarta, but also in the other developing countries, that usually for the transport authority to make some kind of, to create the policy, they will perform some kind of, deploying the officer to the field, and then, like monitors it manually, and then counting the vehicle and the road condition and some things. And also, after the policy is making, they will try to, monitor the effect by also deploying the officers in the field and then manually checking one by one. So, inspired by that, we also know that the Jakarta Smart Cities manages over 1,000 CCTVs, but current usage is very limited because you can only see the the traffic conditions by looking at literally view the CCTV, and we know that it's not easy to make some kind of insight to create from that one. So together with Jakarta Smart City and the University of Chicago DSSG, Data Science for Social Good Fellowship Program, we are try to develop the deep learning model to digest the CCTV footage from the managed by the Jakarta Smart City, the part of the government of Jakarta, to create a meaningful insights from it. For example, like the object counts, the vehicle classifications, and then vehicle movements, and then what is the positions and something, whether it's on the road or it's on the pedestrian or some things. And we believe that from these systems, from this model, it can potentially, and it will be like a huge benefit for the transport authority in the Jakarta, because basically you can use the information or the extracted insights to make some kind of further analysis, more complicated analysis. And currently the approach is now being integrated into the Jakarta Smart City information system. Basically, they have the big data infrastructures that we now try to implement the machine learning and the deep learning framework on that. And we are also plan to scale it over to cover over the thousands CCTV in the Jakarta. Oh, sorry. And the last one is related to the poverty mapping. Basically, we could agree that one of the ongoing challenges in the developing countries is the poverty, and we could agree also that to create a good policy about the poverty, we need good poverty data and poverty mapping that which can create some kind of good information about how is the poverty really is. But currently in the developing country, especially in the Papua New Guinea, it's a bit more complicated because of its terrain. It's mountainous and a lot of jungles, and then the infrastructure level is quite, it's still developing. And then the last one is huge spatial cover, that it makes the traditional household survey, it's not impractical and inefficient. So we make a joint collaboration with UN Delivering Together Facility, UN DOCO, and UN Country Team in Papua New Guinea, and also the DigiCell, to create a research project to develop a model to predict the wealth and poverty level at certain regions using the mobile network data. Basically, I will not go into the detail this time because of the time. So basically, we combine the mobile network data, and we have some kind of phone survey base that we get the consent from the the survey, the respondents, to link their survey results, which creates the poverty index, and then link it to their mobile network data activity. And we then create the model from it, and then try to predict the all of the regions in the Papua New Guinea. Basically, this work is inspired in a similar work conducted in Rwanda by a team of academics. Maybe some of you are already familiar with that. And our aim was to replicate the research and the methods, and also try to operationalize the approach to inform the development practice. Basically, to make it some kind of system and working it on on a basis, some kind of a timely basis. Okay, I think that's all for my presentation. That's the showcase on our works. So this is what the request from the Ingmar. The first one is what do you have? Actually, we are already developing the open access platform, which freely used by the public. The first one is HazeGazer, and CCTV analysis code is available on GitHub and Cyclomon also. And we also, thanks for our experience, and we have the solid data science team, which consists of data science, data scientists, data engineers, statisticians, and like visualizations master. So it is safe to say that we have the expertise on data science and AI. And what we need from the partners is, the first one is data, maybe, because we know that it might be some kind of huge potential for the data is very huge, and I believe that if we can get the like appropriate data or more data, I think it can improve some kind of our works. And then the second one is to replicate to the other place. We also interested for doing that. And then the last one is we also need the valuable inputs from the expert academia and practitioners, basically because we have the same dream, to shape our communities better. And then the last one is example of our collaboration is the first one is data sharing with Jakarta Smart City with their CCTV data, and then Digicel with their mobile network data, and also the other one, etc. And then the second one is joint research, for example, like we did with University of Chicago to develop the deep learning model to automatically analyze the CCTV. And then the last one is we also offers the expertise mentoring, for example, like with the NIRS of the South Korea government. Basically, they conducted some kind of air quality analysis also in the region, in the South Korea, and they heard about our experience to develop the air quality in our regions also. So basically, we have some kind of discussions, and we provide some kind of assistance on the general objective on what the methods and what the general things to do, some things like that. I think that's all for me. To conclude my presentation, that we always looking for the collaboration with the others, with the different backgrounds, like the UN agencies, government, and the other parts, entities, because we believe that we have the same goals to better shape the society and life for all of us. Okay, thank you very much.